gets 3 likes, then I will make this into a series and I will probably continue from where we left off. But anyway, let me start the game. I've played this a bit. Uh, this just tells you not really too much. You can pause it if you want to read it. Anyway, continue. I will be a man, and you were born many years ago in a faraway land. Your father was an impoverished noble, a travelling merchant, a veteran warrior, a hunter, a steppe nomad, or a thief. These basically choose your starting stats. So if you were a veteran warrior, then you would have, if he was a veteran warrior, then you would have a better sword fighting skill, for instance. Or a hunter, then you're gonna be better at archery or crossbows. Anyway, for this, I'm just going to choose a hunter. Why not? You were the son of a family who lived off the woods, doing whatever they needed to make ends meet. Hunting, woodcutting, making arrows, even a spot of poaching whenever things got tight. Winter was never a good time for your family, as the cold took animals and people alike. But you always live to see another dawn, though your brothers and sisters might not be so fortunate. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as a page at a nobleman's court, a craftsman's apprentice, shop assistant, street urchin, if I can talk, or a stepchild. I'm going to go for a page. As a boy growing out of childhood, you were sent to live in the court of one of the nobles of the land. There your first lessons were in humility, as you waited upon the lords and ladies of the household. But from their chess games and gossip, even the poetry of great deeds and courtly love, you quickly began to learn about the adult world of conflict and competition. You also learned from the rough games of the other children, who battered at each other with sticks in imitation of their elders' swords. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became a squire, a troubadour, university student, goods peddler, a smith, or a game poacher. I'm going. These actually also give you certain starting equipment as well, I should mention. Goods peddler, if I can even speak, which I can't, because that gives me some stuff to sell. So the distinction felt sudden to you. Somewhere along the way you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. Heeding the call of the open road, you travelled from village to village, buying and selling what you could. It was not a rich existence, but you became a master at haggling even the most misery. Is that even a word? The most miserly elders into giving you a good price. Soon you knew you would be well paid to start your own trading empire. But soon everything changed and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was personal revenge, loss of a loved one, wanderlust, forced out of home, or money and power. I have no idea. I'm going to go for forced out of my home. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. However, you know how you cannot go back. There's nothing to go back to. Whatever home you may have had is gone now, and you must face the fact that you're out in the wide, wide world, alone to sink or swim. Become an adventurer and ride out to your destiny. If I can even click. Allow me to quit without saving. Yes. This is basically your stat screen. Enter your character name here. Strength makes you stronger and means you can take more damage, and you can use more heavier items. So like a piece of armor might be strength level 10, but I only have 9, so when I have 10 I will be able to use it. Agility just makes you faster and makes you using certain items or horses better. Intelligence is really useful, especially in early game. Basically, you can build siege equipment faster, be a kind of a medic, be a good tracker or a trainer, and those are quite useful. Intelligence, if every level in that, which you add on from now, will give you an extra skill point. Charisma means you're more of a leader in a way. This gives you persuasion. No, that's intelligence. Prisoner management, leadership, and trade. These things are quite essential in the game. Trade just means in items which you sell will give you 5% more than what you would buy them. Leadership means you can have more soldiers and it will reduce their wages by 5% per level. And prisoner management lets you have 5 prisoners in to be dragged around behind you. Anyway, I am going to go for 2 in intelligence, 1 in strength, and 1 in charisma. 2 in leadership, 2 in trade, 2 in trainer. I'm flesh definitely. Just gives you 2 more hit points per level. Anyway, these are your proficiencies. These decide how good you are at using a specific type of weapon. So yeah, I am going to put 5 into archery and the rest into one-handed. This is kind of weird how it works, because sometimes if you have, say, 10 weapon points, as I had before, if you try and do 1 at a time, sometimes it will actually be 2, and it will only go up by 1%. Anyway, my name for this will just be TGE. But yeah, you can change it in the late game. Anyway, this is just how customizing how you will look. It won't actually change what clothes or what gear you have. It will just change your face, really. I'm gonna randomize it a bit. Why not? Anyway, you hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms, battling each other for supremacy, a haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, or glory. In this land which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally you hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Coradia and its kingdoms, these are the 6 kingdoms in this game, well, base game. Small, commonly known as native, and where there is Swadia, the Vages, the Kurdic Khanate, the Nords, the Rhodoks, and the Saranid Sultanate. Each kingdom has their more advantages in the game. Swadia has the best armored units. The Vages have the best archers. The Kurgits have the best horse archers. The Nords have the best infantry. The Rhodoks have the best crossbows, and the Saranids have the best cavalry. I am going to start in. Where shall I start? Rhodoks, why not? You came by ship, skirting the cliffs where the Rhodok highlands meet the sea. Much of the coastline was obscured by tendrils of fog that snaked down the river valleys, but occasionally you caught sight of a castle watchtower rising above the mist, and on one occasion a beacon fire burning to warn of an enemy warband. You knew that you were relatively safe at sea, as you were too far south to risk encountering the sea raiders who troubled the coasts of the Nordic lands. But it was still a relief to reach the Silver Estuary gateway to the port of Jelkala and see a Rhodok galley riding at anchor, its pennants fluttering in the evening breeze. You are exhausted, and by the time you find the inn in Jelkala and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs on your neck on end. The rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. I'm guessing a scabbard is basically its sheath. I've just remembered that I need to. Yeah, I need to change my mouse. Yeah. Give it a minute. Come on. This is the problem with Bluetooth. Yeah. And it decides to. There. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the street, and then, finally convinced you have not been followed, comes near you to speak, or to take us to his bedroom. And this game is mainly text-based, which is quite annoying for some people. And wait, I am in Jelkala, and this is a merchant who came up to us just as we killed that guy outside. Yeah. Now let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder. leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets. But I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house, out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you are too, but you're a stranger here, and didn't know how bad things have become. You had no such excuse, but he's family, you see. So what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking you can't protect your investments either. And I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade, and more promptly you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson they won't forget, get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my everlasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? I'm interested. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try to take on the whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted. A warrant. You'll first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work. It's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay. So take this purse of 100 dinars. Consider it an advance on your reward. Go round to the villagers and use the money to hire some help. I reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll go collect some men from round the villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Jalkala. After you've got your group together, then we'll speak about what we do next. Yes, yes. Oops. This is an Apple Bluetooth mouse, so it is one of those touchscreen ones. Oh, wait, inventory. What do I have? Of linen, some pottery, wool, more wool, some smoked fish, and a saddle horse. And I have a hunting crossbow, 29 bolts, and a staff. And for ammo, after every fight, you will have those replenished. So you never really will run out of ammunition. Anyway, it is control left click to instantly move. Anyway, reinforced heater, shield, and balanced arming. I cannot head forward. I can't buy anything. No. If I get that and they'll give me something. Money is tight. Anyway, it is control space to speed up time. Anyway, I have to get 5 men. And in this game, there are special named characters in the game, which, like Porsche here, he is what is called a companion. These are named characters in the game who you can pay to help in your fights. Anyway, I'm going to do a tournament. Why isn't it letting me right click? Options, controls, B, yeah, that'll do. No, actually, this will be Z, yeah. Anyway, fight, better 100 more. I have automatic blocking on. Oh, come on! Wow. I'm gonna. Shall I? Oh god. Horsemanship. I believe I can do this. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong. No one will actually die in these. No! I'm gone. I'm being double teamed. Where's my sword? Okay, there's one. How am I still alive? Yes! Wow. Yay! Victory is yours. You have won this melee. You must prepare yourself for the next one. No. They have cavalry and we don't. Come on, we need to take this guy out. And shift is to zoom in. Yay! It's too much man. No! I failed! Oh, come on! This is really slow. Ring a roses, pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. No! That's good. And it's F. It's F to pick up items. Okay. 1 and 1. What you have to do is that yes! GG is victorious! Yes! You have won the tournament of Jalkala. You are filled with pride as the crowd cheers your name. In addition to honor, fame, and glory, you earn a prize of 200 dinars, which is the currency. Moreover, you earn 3,250 dinars from the clever bets you placed on yourself. You are also invited to attend the ongoing feast in the castle. Hell yeah! Yay, I have leveled up. This is where your notes will... Oh, I never knew that. Anyway, I am gonna go for intelligence. Get 1 prisoner and surgery. I'm actually getting used to using the words I have with this. Anyway, I need 5. Well, I'm gonna bring more probably. Luckily for you, you caught me in a good mood. Give me all your coin and I might just let you live. I'm not afraid of you lot. Fight me if you dare. Anyway, this is the combat, and I am outnumbered and terrible on horseback. This is my army. 4 men. 2 don't even. One of us is running already. Oh, shite. In my opinion, it's best to do this with an actual mouse. Okay, there are 3 left. In the bottom right is my health. Victory! Losers! Okay, I lost 2 guys. Yay! I've already been set back. Smiley face. This is 7. This is better what I've got. Okay. Oh wait, I should have taken all of that stuff for money. But I won a tournament. It'll be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Anyway, this is my party screen, and in here I can see me and my troops and prisoners. And also my stats, which will affect the party. Well, my army will show up here, and it will also show for for any companions I have. Anyway, I am going to get a spearman. Yeah, better than nothing. Most of us have healed up. It's your money or our life, mate. No sudden move or I'll run you through. I'm not afraid of you lot. Fight me if you dare. I am gonna get everyone to hold up here. Fire. I think I actually look better like this. This is my spearman. How is he a spearman? He doesn't even have a spear. He has a sword. Oh my gosh. Something must have went wrong. This guy's more of a spearman. Actually, these guys. No, that guy. Yeah, this literally doesn't really make that much sense. Shoot to kill. Shoot to kill. Shoot to kill. what you do in battles can affect how you can win and what might happen to you in the future. Because if you help bandits, then they will actually become friendlier with you and won't attack you. Yay! I can shoot. Can I shoot it? Yes, you can. Can I shoot it? Yes, you can. For more prisoners? Yes, you can. Load more armor? Hell yeah. Take the loot? Yes, you can. Can I take the loot? Yes, you can. There are more men ready.
The internet working? It wasn't working when I was trying to do it. Where's this letter?
It's in my bag.
I did say take it out.
No, don't.
I did. I said leave it on the table. It's hot in here. It's roasting. Okay, well, I think I'll be ready soon.
I'll leave it here for this episode. I'll just level up these guys. Yeah, that's quite even, isn't it? To jail car. Next time! And I will save and exit. Goodbye.